Hello and welcome back to Skyrim, where we are starting with some rather tense music. So last we left off, Lucian, how'd you get covered in blood? This seems to be a recurring theme with you. Well, last we left off, we may or may not have murdered Thonar Silverblood, and now we are looking for the pieces of Mehrunes Razor, the final piece we need to get, that is. I should probably be preparing my spells. I actually just finished a rather long recording of Hogwarts Legacy right before recording this. So I'd move right on to Skyrim, so I apologize in advance if my voice is a little bit shoddy. Oh, spiders. Sorry, Lucian. But yes, as I was saying, apologies, my voice is a little bit shoddy throughout this video as a result of that, because I have been doing a lot of talking. Just recorded 6 episodes, I think it was, 5 or 6 of Hogwarts Legacy. Considering they were roughly half-hour recording sessions, that's a lot of talking. But I am still in a recording mood right this moment, so I am continuing to do so. I hear a sky shard. Probably up at the top of the ruins, if I had to guess. Spider carnage. Ooh, we have an enchanting table here. We can check to see if we have anything to disenchant. No, not disenchanting my boots. Ring of Wealth. That's a good enchantment to have. And might as well destroy... Oh wait, no, we don't destroy things when we disenchant them anymore because I have the Preserver perk. I was going to say destroy the murder weapon that was used on Thonar Silverblood to cover our tracks better, but it's not really destroying it anymore. Do you mind? Mind the trap, Lucian. I said mind the trap. Honestly, Lucian. Right then. Here we are at the top. Oh, got a force ward. Baurian the Treacherous. Ooh, that broke my barrier immediately. Sorry, Lucian. Okay. Have a burger.
Did we win?
Just gonna keep this up just in case he starts shooting at me. Nope, we're good. Pommelstone of Mehrunes Razor. Interesting gem. Ah, so you were just positioned in the middle whilst these all blasted you with magic. That's not a pleasant way to go. Amulet of Mara. I don't think Morris is ever going to get married. I think Morris is asexual. And if anybody's thinking about complaining in the comments about non-heterosexual sexual orientation for a character, then you can just unsubscribe from this channel and leave. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about Morris. I think that he's just asexual and he isn't attracted to either gender. Or anybody else for that matter. Blink is quite useful to get down structures like that. But yeah, now we have all of the pieces of Mehrunes Razor, and I noticed that Forsworn right as I pulled up my journal. And we still have that as well. Still have to find Resod at some point. He's not appearing on the map. I think we're going to be passing through Markarth anyway, so I might as well check there to see if Resod will be there before we take the carriage to Dawnstar and bring the fragments back to Silas. I don't know why I'm shooting at the goat, but whatever. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever actually explained the personal tweaks I've done to the Skull of Corruption. I just happened to think about it when I looked at the Skull of Corruption. So basically, the way I've altered it in the creation kit is I've added a few extra effects to it. So whenever you reach 50 dreams fueling the staff, you will gain 25 extra bonus damage to it. And as a result, it will drain 2 dreams each time you shoot it by that point. And then when you reach 50 dreams in the... wait, did I just say 50? I meant 50 is the first one. 100 is the second one. You'll reach... you'll add another 25 bonus damage to it. And then at 200 dreams, you will add 50 more damage to it. So overall, there's potential to add 100 more damage, and each time you reach that next increment, it will increase the amount of dreams that the staff consumes on use by 1. So at 50 dreams, you'll be getting 2 used up. Could you please hold still? At 50 dreams, you'll have 2 dreams used up with each cast, and then at 100, you'll have 3, and then at 200, you'll have 4. Basically a way to just make the weapon more dynamic and encourage you to fuel it up a bit more aggressively. Those were some low-level Forsworn. I was able to one-tap them with my spell. And they get to experience how I felt whenever I was one-tapped earlier on in this playthrough. Now we're a bit tankier. When we apply our Iron Flesh, we have 300 total hit points, which is pretty solid, especially for a wizard. And that's on top of the armor rating bonus applied by Iron Flesh. Without Iron Flesh, I believe we're at 250 hit points, something like that. Okay, I'm not seeing Resod here. We've been rather unlucky with our chances of encountering him. What I'm kind of thinking is I might try to force an encounter right now. I'm going to take the carriage to Whiterun and then to Dawnstar. Reason why I see that as sensible is because Whiterun is on the way to Dawnstar, so it's reasonable to step off the carriage there and see if we can perhaps encounter Resod for a potential reward.
Stop. You're not welcome here.
Do I have... Ah, my undead is still around. That's why people are yelling. Yeah, just a few more seconds.
Is he dead? What manner of magic is this?
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Let's start with Whiterun.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
And let's hope the caravan is there, not on the move between the cities.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
And it looks like he is not here, in fact. Alas. Let's get the carriage to Dawnstar then. Perhaps we'll be luckier in the future.
Need a ride?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
It is 3:47 p.m.
You ever met one of them cats?
So I may spend the night in the inn before talking to Silas.
Here there's whole countries full of them down south.
blizzard going on right now. Definitely want to just take some shelter from this. 5:30 p.m. now. Anything interesting on the notice board? Riverwood, East March, deliver a weapon to Solitude. Kill the leader of Fort Fellhammer. Yeah, let's take that one. Yeah, kill or capture the leader of Fort Fellhammer, which is not too far from... I almost called this place Solitude, but no, it's Dawnstar. So yeah, let's just get a room at the inn and wait out this weather, and then we'll talk to Silas in the morning.
Let me know if you need it.
Alright, so I had a night's rest and some breakfast. It's fairly early. Couldn't help but notice this guy staring at me, though.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
At 5 a.m. You know what? Fuck it, I've done weirder shit.
Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch. Your turn.
Here we go.
One down, my friend. One down. And another one for me.
Oof, strong stuff.
And how about you?
Second drink, easy enough.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest.
One more? No problem.
Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours.
That's great.
You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up.
Huh?
That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Blasphemer?
I see. So, you don't remember fondling the statuary then? I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple.
Funny how that happens literally the moment after I talk about how Morris won't be getting married because he's probably asexual. Whatever was in that drink caused him to think some weird things, I guess. Was a man named Sam with me by chance?
Debella teaches love and compassion. But that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from this. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid.
Very well. It's the least I can do. Holy water. Giant's toe. We need the following to repair the broken staff. Giant's toe, holy water, Hagraven feather. From Sam. Is that what I was doing in the Temple of Debella? Well, all I'm missing now is the Hagraven feather. I guess I won the contest, and in whatever we did last night, I ended up breaking it.
The Temple of Debella is closed.
Staff, that is.
You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion.
Oh yeah, something you might notice, I completely removed the custom visuals from Arcanist Torch. I just didn't like the way it looked, even after making it orange and stuff like that, so I just made it look like regular candlelight. That's fine. Oof. Oh, another thing of holy water. Could have sworn the Hagraven feathers would be on the floor. Oh well.
I suppose that'll do. Debella teaches us forgiveness after all. Even for a drunk like you.
I also didn't mean to pull up my hands like this. I accidentally bumped R while I was pressing E. So do you remember anything I said when I got here?
You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
Rorikstead. Were you sober?
Greetings.
I guess you must have drank with me if you are not remembering the events of the previous night either. The fuck was in that drink? We're back in Markarth, I think. This architecture at least looks very Markarth. Well, it looks very dwarven, but Markarth is a city built by the dwarves. Ah, fuck my head. Oof. 6 a.m. Still pretty early. Well, on to Rorikstead, I guess. Our quest to return the pieces of Mehrunes' razor got somewhat delayed. Also, if anybody's wondering, no, I actually didn't plan for this when starting the episode. I just happened to see Sam in the inn when I was pausing the recording and getting a room, and I thought, huh, that could be an interesting way to muddy the narrative a bit. Although Morris is going to be laying off the drink for a long while after this mishap. This time I'm not taking the carriage because Rorikstead is kind of on the way to Whiterun, which is on the way to Dawnstar. Plus, Morris doesn't know where this adventure is going to take him. The Khajiit are still not here. Okay, I guess I'm going to take this road and see if perhaps I encounter them on the way. Does mean I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit to get to Rorikstead because I'm taking this road, but I feel like this is the best way to guarantee that I'll run into the Khajiit. But yeah, seeing as I've just recently traveled this road on camera, I'm going to pause the recording and I will see you if anything interesting happens. I see an interesting glowing light over here. Just gonna quickly investigate that. Aha! Yes, the player knew what this was. But we have our first wilderness shrine, which is the Restoration Shrine. So now we are going to have a permanent buff to our restoration. Now we've channeled the power from that. Oops. So let's see here. Wild Shrines. Restoration spells are 15% more powerful. And I believe that extends to our Sacred Bolt. Yup. So that's pretty neat. Let's get back on the road now, and I'm going to pause again. I see movement ahead. Could that potentially be a Khajiit caravan? Yes, it is. I knew taking this road was a good idea. Resod!
Oh, the wind blows bitter cold in this place.
Yeah, so I dealt with the Saints and Seducers, as you no doubt already know, considering you sent me a thank you letter already.
Excellent. And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
What a pathetic payout.
May your road lead you to warm sand.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Nah, Morris wouldn't really say that. I think he has a bit of a soft spot for the Khajiit caravan because they're kind of treated as underdogs in this province. Not very respected by the locals, and that kind of makes him have a little bit of a soft spot for them. But yes, back to pausing. Alright, we're just about at Rorikstead now. There's our plantation that we've never visited since we actually claimed ownership of it. But, as stated before, Morris isn't exactly a farmer, so oh well. Before we investigate what happened here, I want to see if there's a blacksmith, speak of the devil, I can sell some of my loot to, because I have quite a bit of the stuff. Let's hope that you are actually a blacksmith that will do business.
Yeah.
No. Or are you just not open yet? No, it's 9 a.m. Maybe there's a different one somewhere around here. It's Lemkill's farmhouse. We have a store right here. Cedric's trading shop. Or stop, rather. You must be the proprietor. What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Huh, you'll actually buy a little bit of everything from me. That's nice. Don't know if I have that enchantment yet. I'm gonna hold on to Silver Tongue, because it's a unique weapon. You can have that rough spun stuff and the foot wraps. I do not need that. Let's sell from least to most value so we can get rid of the most weight. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Good thing he's buying the skooma, no questions asked. You know what? Yeah, have a good deal on that. Let's see if there's a proper blacksmith too. We might have some more that could be sold. Aha! Indeed, there is. You.
Need something?
Yeah, you're the smith, although you don't really look like one. But who am I to judge? What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Once again, selling from least to most value. Yeah, there, you can have 2 of those.
Until next time.
Still haven't made that little fix to give them the soul gem keyword rather than the gem keyword, but oh well. As stated before, it's not a hugely popular mod, so it's not like there's a huge demand for it. In fact, I believe it only has a few hundred downloads, something like that. Hello?
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
it
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry?
Sorry's not good enough. Not while my Gleda's still out there alone and afraid. You kidnapped her and sold her to that giant.
That sounds pretty bad. I'm assuming this is the goat that the priestess mentioned?
You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda.
Yeah.
And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant.
Did I say anything about where I left the staff?
You mentioned something like that when you were running off with my goat. Tell you what, you bring back my goat, and maybe I'll give a damn about your staff.
You know what, fine.
Good day.
I'll bring you back your goat. Ordinarily, Morris might pull and intimidate there, but he, that's kind of his fault that his goat is missing. But, yeah. This quest is also better if you actually don't do the persuasion and intimidation checks to get through it. Although there's one that I might do, because it saves a little bit back and forth. And I'll have a narrative reason for it, too. Actually, how much gold do I have? 11,000. I might do the bribe choice for that because it honestly makes the most sense of the persuasion types. You'll see what I mean if you don't already know this quest. If you do, you probably know what I'm talking about. I see a giant. Get him, Burguk. Although you're probably going to instantly die. Yep, because it's a giant. I like how Morris is capable of just casually taking down a giant on his own by now. So you're Gleda, then. Are you following me or going back to town? Looks like you're following me, so I'm just going to pick up the Sky Shard very quickly. Don't get yourself killed. Ooh, skill point. Did I just hear something get hurt? Yep, I did. At least you are either essential or protected. But yes, nothing I can get in speech. How about in enchanting? No, so I'm going to hold on to the perk for the time being. So yes, let's return the goat to the man. Ennis, that was his name. Okay, yeah, it's still following. Lucian was zigzagging behind it. Despite how tough Morris has gotten over time, his stamina still leaves something to be desired. And no, that was not an invitation to make the innuendo. That is quite obvious. In fact, if you were to make that innuendo, Morris right now might just blast you with a spell because he does not want to think about what might have happened in regards to the marriage thing that the priestess mentioned.
Name's Ennis. You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me.
I have your goat.
You hear from the...
Well, we found her. Let's just in case, select you in console. Coming, Gletta? Actually, I probably shouldn't jump over the fences because she'll have a harder time tracking us.
Reldith is the hardest working farmer in Rorikstead, and I'm the one with the head for business.
I'm not sure what the giants did to your goat,
Good morning.
but here she is. Can you help me retrace my steps now?
Glada, I'm not a scratch on her.
Are you sure?
Happy day. I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. Only bit I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there. See you.
My guess is that it was so I could get the giant's toe for the repair supplies that were mentioned in the note. Yeah, kind of a weird way to do that. Trade a goat for a toe? Ugh. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.